everybody? This is UFC President Dana White, and you're listening to the Cheap Pop Radio.
Hey, look, Thomas Bond, you know, $20 man, he's a little annoyed right now. You got Patrick Theriot on here, coming in here, and he with that great value challenger coming in. He probably got that shit backlogged at Walmart, thinking he big man on campus. He running around, thinking he ghost busting and all that shit. Thomas Bond, you know, $20 man feel really weary when you bring new people in. He don't like it. You know, he kind of a little standoffish when they.
Whoa, look, man, what's wrong with Patrick? He's like a really good guy.
Man,
he's literally the world's most renowned ghost hunter.
You be stirring the pot, dog, because this show was so good without extra folk coming in and all this shit. Hey, dude, wait, let me say something, dude. I've known Patrick pretty much my whole life. He's a good, clean dude, has a family, man, dude. We've come up together. Shut the hell up, you little piece of shit, drawing your card to you a loser. Thomas Bond, what happening? This shit falling apart. Let $20 man just take it all over, dog.
Ryan's good people. Patrick is
son.
Like the world's most famous ghost hunter. Like every time a hoe like ghosts me, I call Patrick and he finds them.
He think he one of them Duke boy coming in here, just jumping that little challenger all up the place, all on there, thinking he in charge of. Oh, hey, what's up, Patrick? There, come on in here, sit down, son. Come on.
Yeah, Patrick.
Yeah, what's up, son?
Hey, guys.
What's up, dog? Come on in here, take a seat, dog. $20 man was just talking about you,
saving a seat for me, guys. I appreciate it.
You were just
it's good to see y'all, man.
on his charger.
Yeah, how great that shit is, son. That shit. You gotta get $20 man a ride someday, son.
But a minute ago, you said it was.
A minute ago, $20 man was talking about how great this man is and how he gonna make a mark on this show.
Hey, thanks,
and
Tony.
then, you know, $20 man Patrick Theriot show coming up.
Wait,
Get you out of the
calling
picture.
him a mark?
What?
Hold on.
You didn't say great.
I
You said
just
great
walked in.
value.
Look at this fool always stirring the pot, Patrick. Don't be listening to that man, Patrick Theriot. Don't listen to that man.
Guys.
He talking shit. He talking mad shit.
I mean, I thought this was going to be cool, kind of hanging out with y'all, but I don't know.
Nah, it's good, dog.
We got the Stray Sons tonight. Let's just start recording. $20 man, you always cause trouble.
That's not what your mama said last night, dog.
I took her out, it was a Friday night. I woke alone to get the feeling right. We started making out and she took off my pants, but then I turned on the TV, and that's about the time she walked away from me. Nobody likes you when you're 23, and I still more abuse my TV shows. What the hell is ADD? My friends say I should act my age. What's my age again? What's my age again? On the drive home, I called her mom from a payphone. I said I was the cops and your husband's in jail. The state looks down on sodomy, and that's about the time that bitch hung up on me. Nobody likes you when you're 23, and I still wanna lose my bank phone calls. What the hell is call ID? My friends say I should have my age. What's my age again? What's my age again? About the time she walked away from me. Nobody likes you when you're 23, and you still act like you're in freshman year. What the hell is wrong with me? My friends say I should act my age. That's about the time that she broke up with me. No one should take themselves so seriously. With many years ahead to fall in line, why would you wish down on me? I never wanna act my age. What's my age again? What's my age again?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Cheap Pops Radio, coming at you live from the studio apartment in Tomball, Texas. This is Thomas, the Headman Barnes, and I'm here with Rockin' Ryan Shaw.
Here we go again. Another Monday and another shitty nickname.
Yeah, Ryan,
Dude.
it's hard to come up with like a really
Just
cool
let
nickname
it,
for
you know, it's like, it's
Oh,
crazy.
Ryan, let's just not talk. We'll talk about it off the air. And we also want to welcome, kind of semi-welcome, the $20 man.
All day, all long, son. Show much improved with $20 man in the building. We gonna go from here, make $20 man centerpiece all day.
No, you're not the centerpiece.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the real centerpiece is our special guest host. The world famous.
No. $20 man want to announce this, son.
Wait. The most world-renowned ghost hunter.
Patrick Theriot. And that's what $20 man wanted to. No.
It's Patrick Theriot.
That's what $20 man just said, and he all happy to have this man on. He gonna announce, he gonna make this centerpiece. It's gonna be the Patrick Theriot's $20 man hour. We gonna get it on, son.
Yeah,
How you doing today, son?
Yeah, I guess okay. I don't know. Am I supposed to be here today?
Yeah, son. $20 man booked your ass. Come on now.
Okay. I just wasn't sure that he was
You
going to
speak
be
louder
here.
when you talking to $20 man. He got hard of hearing, dog. Come on.
Okay, 20. I didn't know you were going to be here. Let's be honest. If I knew, I wouldn't have come. I thought it was going to be Ryan and Thomas. I thought it was going to be Ryan and Thomas.
So
Yes!
no, ain't no yes. Dog.
Yes!
No, you been
Patrick, thank you so much, because I've been dealing with $20 man for going on almost 4 years.
I'm sorry, Thomas. I guess I just didn't hear you when you said he was going to be here.
Like, we've done about, almost over 100 episodes with $20 man.
How are you, the world famous podcaster, with this clown on your show?
Damn, dog. So you gonna get all like that, Patrick Theriot? And $20 man had good words for you.
Well, I mean,
he had good word for you.
He shows up and he only works for $20.
Back when all y'all's mamas was in PTO, $20 man used to go in there and make cakes with them in the back in the stage. Yeah, that little hunchback lady over there smashing. $20 man smashed her ass on the table.
Speaking of smashing
Coach
asses, you still owe me my money from that job I did for you.
Damn, dog.
Oh, that's right. He tracked down Molly for you.
Yeah, $20 man gonna get to it, dog. He got his word, dog. You got his word.
I
$20 man
dropped
word.
my fee from $300 to $13, and I still have not seen the $13.
Damn, dog. You know how $20. You know how tough it is. Inflation's right now. You got Sleepy Joseph in there wrecking the shop. You know if shit had been different and this election wasn't stolen, dog, we would all be rich right now, dog. Shit falling apart. You coming out here. You attacking $20 man. You know what? $20 man been ghosted so damn much, and you went through all of that for $13 and $20 man working on that shit, dog.
You're right.
He working on it.
You're
He
right,
gonna
20.
get that shit too. You got his word,
No, you're right.
dog.
I believe you. I believe you,
Man,
20.
you have to
No,
forgive $20 man. Molly
I'm sorry,
is
man.
a really sore spot for $20 man.
I know,
shit
man. That's
heavy,
my
dog.
fault. I'm
She
sorry.
ghosted him. We went all the way to Ireland, and then we both ended up spending the night with her. Like, we're Eskimo brothers.
We in more ways than one, dog. It's
More
multiple
ways than-
time
Julie,
over, dog.
too.
Yeah, all of them hoes, dog. All them hoes. It just happened, dog. But DNA just 3 letters, dog. It ain't no big deal. You just swap that shit. It go all over the place. We all got it all over.
Have you
So-
even talked to Molly since all that?
So that's a hard spot for $20 man. He be going through a lot with Molly. He can't handle it right now. He gonna break in half right now emotionally.
Whoa. So let's just get off the subject of Molly.
Yeah, let's just change
We
that.
know $20 man, he's still not over it. Yeah, he can't get over it. Let's move on. Like, tonight, we've got an interview with, my homie Brad Sanders, former pro wrestler. Now he's the leader of the rock band The Stray Sons. Well, I don't really want to say rock. It's kind of like dirt rock. It's kind of country meets rock.
Yeah, somebody doing something with their life, unlike your miserable ass. You former pro wrestling ref coming back in the game, huffing and puffing. And your mama and I had a long talk about that the other night. We was talking about that. Thomas Bond, your son in trouble in the rain, girl. And she said, I know $20 man. Can you pass Can you pass the old miss another beer? We gonna settle this shit in bed. And then $20 man said, all right, we'll talk about Thomas Bond after, because we ain't gonna kill the mood here. But you're pathetic, sad sack of shit, son.
See, look at this. You talk about everybody's mom.
Yeah.
You diss everybody. You diss Sleepy Joseph.
Who the mama killer, though? Who the mama killer? Come on, say it, son. Who the mama killer?
Wait, have you ever been with
Who the
Patrick's
mama
mom?
magnet, dog? Come on.
Have you ever been with Patrick's mom?
$20 man can neither deny nor confirm.
20. You better step back, bro.
Oh, Patrick!
He can
Patrick's ready to fire.
He can neither deny nor confirm, dog.
20. Don't go down that road, 20.
Well, we'll talk about that later, son. And he really mean that, son.
I think Patrick's mom don't want to split that beef with you. Bro.
It's just lack of chemistry. We tried it out, It's
20?
just hey, dog, come down, dog. Shit,
Hey, not only is he a ghost hunter, he's a vampire hunter.
Well,
So
$20
you're
man,
sucking
a
on the
mama
wrong
hunter.
kind of blood right there. bro.
20. I'm a fucking boxer.
He a 304 hunter. He a ghost hunter. $20 man mama hunter. We got all the hunters. And Brian Shaw just a loser, dog. He think he loyal, firm, and all that shit. Dog, come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back here on Cheap Pops Radio, sponsored by Loko Wrestling, Cartoon U, and JMT Shirts. Ba 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 da ba ba ba.
This is your favorite artist, Ryan Shaw with Cartoon U. Check out my website, cartoon-u.com, your place for custom art, fan art, wrestling art, and logo designs. Use promo code CHEAPPOPS19 for a 15% off your order. And give me a follow on Instagram at CartoonRyan.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back here on Cheap Pops Radio. Man, let's talk about Ric Flair's last match. July 31st, he announced it today at 5:05 Central Time.
Yeah, he did.
Kind of the old school TBS gimmick, 6:05, 5:05 Central. And he announced his opponent is going to be Ric Flair and his son-in-law, Andrade.
Who is an amazing talent.
Who's a very amazing, probably one of the best wrestlers on the planet, to be honest.
For a man that size to do what he does, it's amazing.
And they're going to be taking on Jay Lethal and Double J Jeff Jarrett.
Dude, that's such a great card right there. Just that main event.
I think it's actually going to work out and be good because Jay Lethal is so good. You've got Jay Lethal, you've got Andrade, and they're both amazingly talented wrestlers.
Yep.
They're going to carry the weight of it.
They are.
When you see Jeff Jarrett and Ric Flair, it's going to be just kind of the woo.
It's going to be yes.
And Double J is going to be doing the two fingers up, kind of.
It's going to be a lot of posturing because you're going to see Flair do his walk, his strutter, his strut that he does, and then Double J's going to do his two finger strut, and they're going to do it back and forth in a circle 2 or 3 times, chop each other probably about 8 times.
But what I want to know, hold on, but did Ric's agent have to get involved in this for the whole day-night pass from the nursing home? I'm just wondering.
Dude, I actually watched.
Did they give him money?
I actually watched some of his training videos.
His training has been amazing.
And it looked like he's probably doing better than
he's lifting.
I would do.
He's lifting. Have you seen his arms? His arms are jacked.
He's been working it.
He's been working out. I mean,
all right, Rick.
Don't get me wrong. He's 73 or whatever. He's 70-something. So he's not going to go full. He's not going to go. He can take bumps, but the thing is, he can't. He doesn't have the stamina because he's 70-something. So he's got these younger guys carry, like Andrade and Jay Lethal are going to work the whole match. Just about.
Oh yeah.
But you're going to see some quality Ric Flair classic spots.
You'll see Rick slide in for the 1, 2, 3.
You'll see him get thrown off the turnbuckle. That gimmick. He'll fall on his face. That gimmick. All the classic.
You'll see him bend down.
Beg. Yeah, the prayer gimmick. The falling on his face.
I'm kind of interested in the rest of the card. I don't really know.
The card's stacked.
What do they got? Do you know?
They got actually just it's on his page, but they have guys from all different kinds of promotions on there. They got guys from AAA. They got guys from AEW on there. They got hang on, let me pull it up.
I like how Tony Khan is cool. and he realizes it's good for business, and just let your guys go out and fucking work.
That's the best thing that Tony Khan has done, in my opinion, is try to collaborate with other promotions. He said he's even willing to collaborate with WWE if they were open to it, which why not at this point? I don't think WWE will, just because of how big they are, and they're just not like that. They're not going to do that.
Well, you never know if these Vince allegations end up changing. You never know who's going to take over after that.
It's true.
Because I don't think Stephanie's going to stay there if her father is just kind of ousted.
If Stephanie and Triple H leave because of Vince McMahon gets booted, which I don't know if that's going to happen, but if it did, and they left too, I don't see that company really.
So
It'd be the WWE, it'd be Nick Khan.
It would be over, I think, because what would happen is you'd have a bunch of non-wrestling people running it, which is pretty much what's happening now.
Yeah, which is what happened in WCW anyway.
Yeah. And once you get non-wrestling people running it, see, the thing that's smart about Tony Khan, and I'm not like one of these people that worships him, he's a fan that ended up...
He's a fan and he's a businessman.
Yes, but he's also very wealthy because of who his dad is, so you get a guy... I applaud him because he's one of those rich kids. It's like, you know what, I'm going to use my dad's money and make something with it. And he did. He made a promotion that competes with WWE. They're the second biggest one in the whole country.
Well,
so I don't know.
right.
I'm looking for that card.
Yeah, I saw it the other day. It was posted. They got.
I see a lot of stuff on like the roast.
They posted the whole card.
I actually really popped
I'm
hard for like Darius Rucker from Hootie and the Blowfish.
Yeah, I had to post
and
that.
like doing that little kind of you know celebrating his career and kind of going through it all. And I'm a big Hootie fan. Grew up in the '90s. I got my first blowjob when I was 15. It was 16. When I was 16 in the Eisenhower High School parking lot, listening to the fucking cassette "Rear View Mirror" to Hold My Hand. My first blowjob, hold my hand. Man,
that's a memorable moment right there.
That's amazing. Yeah, you always remember your first blowjob.
Damn, he said cassette tape.
Well,
yeah.
Here's the card, dude. Here's the card.
Brian pulled up the card.
It's on StarCast.
Brian says enough filler talk.
None of those blowjobs, man. Those are so
Brian's
overrated.
afraid to say his wife will kill him.
I don't know anything. They got the Briscoe brothers. They got Killer Cross, Scarlett. They got Cesaro, Miro, who used to be what's his name in WWE. They got Rusev Day. That's what it is. They got his wife Lana C.J. Perry. She's hot as hell.
Have you seen her nudes?
Yes,
her nudes.
They're amazing. They got.
Her nudes, Google.
Oh, they're amazing.
But you gotta Google C.J. Perry. I think.
Yes. Brandy Rhodes news too.
I've never seen Brandy Rose news. You're holding out, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, good bro share news.
Yeah, I'll They got Bret Hart. They got a lot of old guys showing up to make the appearance. But they showed the Versus card. I'm trying to find it. It was like guys from AAA. It was
like the Briscoe brothers. I think that's one of the most under-recognized tag teams.
I agree.
Because they've been doing it a long time. They actually started, I want to say, when they were 16, they joined Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
And, like, they've built their life and their career.
Okay, here we go. They got Josh Alexander versus Jacob Fatu. The Rock and Roll Express, but it's Robert Gibson's not wrestling anymore.
Yeah, he's in the corner. It's
Ricky and his son. Versus Brian Pillman Jr. and Brock Anderson with Arn Anderson in their corner. Ooh, that's pretty badass.
I'll watch that.
That's badass. And then you got the lucha shit, the AAA part of it. You got Ray Phoenix, Taurus, who also wrestled in Loko a few times. Loko wrestling.
Yeah,
Laredo Kid.
I worked with him in Dallas.
Laredo Kid. Bandito. That's going to be a badass match. Jordan Grace, Rachel Ellering. Deanna Purrazzo, Killer Cross versus Harry Smith.
That'll be fun.
Yep. Clark Connors, who's badass. They got some New Japan guys. Ren Narita, Those are New Japan.
That's a long card.
Yeah, the Von Erichs.
The Von Erich
yes,
boys. I did
the
see
Von
that
Erich
today,
boys
yeah.
with the Briscoes, and
So it's the Von Erichs versus the Briscoes?
yes,
That's going to be
Motor City
interesting.
Machine
Because
Guns.
Kevin Von Erich will be in their corner.
Yeah.
He's almost always in
Yeah,
the
always.
corner.
You know he'll show up. And then they got the Motor City Machine Guns with Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards, the Wolves. So that's just the card, like, and then the main events.
That's
Ric
actually
Flair.
going to be a good show.
That's going to be a good show.
That's going to be a good show.
Good
It's
show.
going to be a crime if the Von Erichs beat the Briscoes.
Yeah, I know.
Because I worked with the Von Erichs in Dallas. You know, because the Von Erichs are always big in Dallas. And
They
did,
own Dallas, man.
And they did what was that company called? They did like a Hall of Fame show, and then it was like the Von Erichs, and then I worked with the Von Erichs, and I was popping because when I was a kid, like World Class Championship Wrestling, like late night on Saturdays at like 10 o'clock, my mom would make like a can of raviolis and like a Tostino's party pizza.
Damn.
And then me and my brother would get like half a pizza and half the raviolis. And that was our Saturday nights.
Yeah.
And it was the only time we got to stay up past 8. Because, we were little kids. But I remember World Class Championship Wrestling because my mom was a big wrestling fan. And so she wanted to stay up late and watch it, but she knew that if we stayed up late, we'd cry unless she gave us food. Which is probably why I ended up growing up fat. Man.
Well, shit
Don't
happens.
blame my mom. Well, I guess you know my mom.
Old habits
well.
hard to die.
Well, things change. She was talking about that shit the other day. She said if she had it to do all over again, it wouldn't have been the pizza roll. She just would have gone to upgrade to get the party pizza pack with them 4 of them hoes stacked in there. Y'all get 2 each. Thomas Bond and Brother Bond just be eating that shit, and then they get out of her head because $20 man, he dialed her up back then too. You just didn't know it, son. He watched you grow up.
Speaking of the Von Erichs and Ric Flair, like one of my favorite matches of all time was like Kerry Von Erich and Ric Flair. It was in the stadium in Dallas.
The Sportatorium?
No, it wasn't the Sportatorium. It was in an actual stadium.
That was a stadium.
And then they had this whole match, and then Kerry Von Erich. Nobody thought he was gonna win, but he beat Ric Flair with a backslide, which you never see backslides anymore.
No.
But back then, like a backslide was like, oh my god,
Well,
you got a backslide.
I mean, we grew up with Hogan doing a leg drop, and we were popping over that.
Yes.
And those kids, that was a big deal.
That's kind of crazy. I actually saw today on the internet, like Kevin Nash said he went to NXT. And then, he saw the people working out, like the younger wrestlers. And he told Shawn Michaels, man, these people need to slow the fuck down. And then Shawn Michaels was like, no, you just have to accept this is what people want. The fans nowadays, they want spot fests.
Yeah.
They want guys flying around.
But
you just have to accept that's what it is.
It is. That's what it is. I just miss the whole... The Spot Fest, it's cool to a point, but it's overdone now, in my opinion. I guess it's just the old wrestling fan talking, like coming out of me. Because I loved when we were coming up, and even maybe before our time in the 70s. But, I mean, we grew up in a good time, too, the 80s and 90s, especially the 80s. It was about, there was really good storytelling, really good build-ups, even in a match. Like there's you saved your big spots for shit that really meant something, monumental moments.
We're jaded because we grew up in that time.
Yeah.
But you've got to think a lot of these wrestling fans never saw.
They didn't see it. Yeah, so they don't know.
Most of these fans wouldn't know who the Freebirds are.
Nah.
Or, they might have heard of Andre the Giant, but they've never seen Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant.
And that's what
or
got me into
WrestleMania 3.
That's exactly
and so,
the moment.
they grew up when, I guess with John Cena, the 2000s.
Yeah.
Was it the Attitude? No, not the Attitude.
It was the Ruthless Aggression.
The Ruthless Aggression.
That's when he started coming up really big. It was the Ruthless Aggression.
But most of these fans nowadays, that's where they kind of started watching wrestling.
It's true.
And so to them, they didn't see all the stories that we saw.
And one thing you have to remind yourself too is things change. Nothing stays the same. Whatever happened 20, 30 years ago, that was that moment. Things change. And it's either for the better or the worse, but things are never going to stay the same. And things evolve.
And ladies and gentlemen, on that note, we're going to take a break. Looking forward to Ric Flair's last match, and we'll be right back here on Cheap Pops Radio, sponsored by JMT Shirts, Cartoon U, and Loko Wrestling.
Tasty.
Hey, Molly.
Hey, lad. How are you?
Good. Hey, I really can't talk right now. I'm kind of hanging out with 20 and Thomas. Anyway, I can't talk. Just wanted to tell you I missed you. I know we haven't talked in a couple days, but if you can do me a favor, are you feeling generous today?
I'd feel a lot better if you dropped those blarney shits and come hang with Molly.
But I can't. You know I gotta work all next week. Hey, soon, I promise. But no. I need some pictures. It's been a while.
Ah, you're missing Molly's size 10s.
Could you? I know it's been a while. Please.
I suppose I could let these little piggies out, couldn't I? Yeah, there, boy.
Please. Oh, thank you. Like I said, it's been too long. Okay, well, I appreciate it. Hey, I have to go back in. I miss you, girl. I miss you.
Ah, don't tell me with words. Tell me with cash app, boyo, eh?
Already? Molly, come on. I did it last week.
Give us.
Molly. Okay.
All right, blow Molly a kiss and she'll wire you some footies right away.
Okay.
I know it. It makes you feel dirty.
Oh, Molly, I gotta go, Molly. I'll talk to you later.
Fuck you and you and you. I hate your friends and they hate me too. I'm through. This that hot girl bummer anthem, turn it up and throw a tantrum. This that hot girl bummer anthem, turn it up and throw a tantrum. This that throw up in your Birkin bag, hook up with someone random. This that social awkward suicide, that buy your lips and buy your likes. I swear she had a man, but shit hit different when it's Thursday night. That college dropout music, every day like that. She be too thick and my friends are all annoying, but we go dumb, yeah, we go stupid. This the 10K on the table just so we can be secluded. And the vodka came diluted. One more line, I'm superhuman. Fuck you and you and you. I hate your friends and they hate me too. I'm through. This that hot girl bummer anthem, turn it up and throw a tantrum. Fuck you and you and you. I hate your friends and they hate me too. Fuck you and you. This that hot girl bummer anthem, turn it up and throw a tantrum. This that hot girl bummer two-step, they can't box me in, I'm too left. This that drip is more like oceans, they can't fit me in a Trojan. Out of pocket, but I'm always in my bag, yeah, that's the slogan. This that who's all there, I'm pulling up with an emo chick that's broken. This that college dropout music, every day like that. She be too thick and my friends are all annoying, but we go dumb, yeah, we go stupid. This the 10K on the table just so we can be secluded. And the vodka came diluted. One more line, I'm superhuman. Fuck you and you and you. I hate your friends and they hate me too. I'm through. This that hot girl bummer anthem, turn it up and throw a tantrum. Fuck you and you and you. I hate your friends and they hate me too. Fuck you and you. This that hot girl bummer anthem, turn it up and throw a tantrum. This the college dropout music, every day like that. She be too thick and my friends are all annoying, but we go dumb, yeah, we go stupid. This the college dropout music, every day like that. She be too thick and my friends are all annoying, but we go dumb, yeah, we go stupid, we go stupid, we go stupid, we go.
And you want me to change? Fuck you!
Fuck you and you and you. I hate your friends and they hate me too. I'm through. This that hot girl bummer anthem, turn it up and throw a tantrum. Fuck you and you and you. I hate your friends and they attention.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here on Cheap Pops Radio. We got Patrick Terrio, Ryan Shaw, and the $20 bitch. I mean, man, the $20.
No, you said it right.
Man.
You said it right.
And you know, this is the kind of things $20 man get. He a father figure to Thomas Bond. You know, he working on you, son, Patrick Theriot, but he really have that's what $20 man just said. He have good relationship with you, son. He be giving you advice. Anytime you cry about shit,
sleeping with my mother.
it's a rite of passage, dog. Come on, dog. Come on. That's how $20 man do it. He don't be killing the mama for
you
nothing.
told me shoes are overrated. We're talking about
Well,
advice.
Only under the cover, son.
All right, let's move on. Let's talk about. We were just talking about wrestling and Ric Flair's last match. Let's talk about Michael Elgin getting popped in Japan for selling protein powder. Of all things, you could get busted. Protein powder is $20 in the US.
Okay, and you know why crime is so low in Japan? Because they don't play over
Because
there.
people disappear when you commit them.
They don't play over there, dude. Because I've looked in. I want to move to Japan, really, to tell you the truth. I've been thinking about it for years. If I could ever.
Shaw's gonna come back and be Ninja Mac Jr.
Yeah. It'd be like Ninja Mac. Except when I flip, I'll crack my skull open. But anyway, no, their laws. I'm being serious, dude.
Old ass.
Their laws are no joke, dude. You can't even like weed. You get busted with weed, dude, you're in trouble.
Matt Seidel, that happened. He got deported.
Yeah, and he's never allowed to go back to Japan ever again. That's it. He's done.
No, he's fucked.
Just because he got caught with weed.
No, for stealing. Oh,
No,
who?
this is the other guy, Matt
Oh,
Seidel.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, botches a shooting star.
He's had a few beers. He's
Yeah, it's
lost
okay.
it.
My
He's
ears don't work
Michael
like they used
Elgin-
He's
to.
probably got his own ghost overseas.
But Michael Elgin doing the powder, dude, that's even worse.
It's only $20. Well, at least here. I don't know how much it is in Japan.
They had to pay him more than $20.
The
Though.
protein powder here is $20. And that's a big boy.
Yeah, I know.
He's not gonna go unnoticed. Like if like someone like that looks like Patrick Terrio or Ryan Shaw, they're skinny
That's
and
it.
they're not imposing.
Yeah, but still, dude, we stick out like a sore thumb. All three of us right now, all four of us, unfortunately.
Shut your ass up, dog. Just do everybody a favor and die already.
But anyway, Jesus Christ, dude. But no. We're like all of us are like we stick out like a sore thumb because we're tall. Like people aren't really over 6 feet over there unless they're wrestlers or athletes.
And that's the thing. Like he's so noticeable. Why
Yeah.
would you even do that?
I don't know. That's the dumbest thing ever.
The only thing I could think is he thought that he would get a pass because he's a pro wrestler.
No.
And then he had a bunch of stuff here, speaking out wise, where
Oh,
like
that's
he's
right.
not he doesn't even get booked in America.
Well, he's done now.
Yeah, he's
He
done
could go.
now.
You know where he could go next is Mexico. That's about the
They'll
only
take
other.
anybody in Mexico.
Yeah, they
They'll
don't
take
care.
Patrick Terrio wrestling in Mexico.
Yeah, they'll
There'll be
that's-
a
and
main
that's
eventer
scary.
over there.
they'll put $20 man on commentary down
They'll,
there. They don't care.
in a
they'll give him a
heartbeat,
yeah.
ghost hunter gimmick, and
Oh,
he's
they
gonna
do.
roll and he'd be champ.
Dude, let's send 20 to Mexico. I like that idea.
You know what? That wall was supposed to get built. That's the only thing that man did wrong. Other than that, he was supposed to promise us a wall. That shit ain't happening. Keep all nothing. He ain't gonna say it because we get canceled. Though.
We gonna get canceled.
We get canceled.
Hey,
though.
moving on, like this
Culture
next interview,
cancel.
I'm really excited about. Brad Sander and the Stray Sons. Like that song, "Falling Apart's really fucking catchy.
Yeah, no, it seriously is.
It's
It
hot
is.
right
Yeah.
now. It's hot on the YouTube. It's hot on the Spotify's. And it's not your typical song that you would hear today. It's more like something we would have heard, like 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not an oldie. It's a goodie, and it's new, and it's so well done. The lyrics are great. It's got a great melody.
Yeah.
The actual musicianship on it. And as someone that plays guitar, like, I really pay attention to, like, the musicianship side of it. And, for me, like, I listen to all genres of music. Like,
Yeah.
I love hip-hop. I love hip-hop. Like, I pay attention. My requirement is I want it to be catchy.
Yeah, same
I
here.
like just rolling my windows
Yeah.
down, flying down I-45 at 90 miles an hour after getting my DWI. And listening to, songs and just singing and having a good time.
Hey, well, this dude had me when in the lyrics of the song it says, "Sometimes your ghost haunt me." I mean,
Yeah.
the dude got me at that.
It's a ghost
I'm
hunter's
hooked.
dream.
I'm hooked.
The ghost hunter's dream.
You know what else haunting $20 man? Not finding Molly. That's
Man,
really.
we shouldn't talk about it. You know, you gotta see your heart's tender for
Yeah,
Molly.
let's
You need
talk
to get
about something
over
else.
that. You mean you got Trixie now? How's that going?
You know, it's all right, but she a little bit more reserved than your mama be acting. You know, we gonna get her breaking in though.
damn.
You know, she not.
Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, we're gonna take a break, and we'll be right back with the former pro wrestler and the current lead singer of the Stray Sons, Brad Sanders.
It's your boy $20 man, repping Jamie Martinez's hottest merch table in the game.
Whoa. It's Jaime Martinez.
And shut up, Thomas Bond. Let $20 man do this commercial the right way. Look, hottest merch table got the largest inventory of shirts in WWF, ECW, WCW, Mexico, and even Japan. Give them a follow on Instagram at hottest merch table in the game. Or on Facebook, just plain old Jamie Martinez.
What a shirt. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back here on Cheap Pops Radio. This is Thomas the Hitman Barnes, and we got a special guest tonight from pro wrestling and from the Stray Sons, Mr. Brad Sanders. Welcome to Cheap Pops Radio.
Hey man, thanks for having me on. I'm really excited.
Yeah, man, and I gotta say, but before we start talking about wrestling, and before we start talking about, you know, all the other things, I just want to tell you, man, that song Falling Apart, it's just so fucking good, brother. It's so fucking good. It's so fucking catchy. The lead guitar part's awesome. The drums are awesome. It's just catchy. I love it.
Well man, thanks man. Everybody that contributed that song, man, really hit the nail on the head when it was time to record.
Yeah, and we'll get more into that. Let's kind of talk about, like, you know, you were in pro wrestling. You know, I'm a referee, you're a wrestler. Kind of tell us about your pro wrestling days and what kind of let you know that it was your time to pursue something different. Like, what led you to the Stray Sons?
Well, just a lot of different changes there. I did wrestling for about 6 years, really close at the 6-year mark, and when COVID hit, it kind of messed me up physically more than I told people about, you know, and I tried to make a comeback. I tried, and just some other stuff in my life happened. It was kind of like this time to, I guess, walk away because there was no way I was going to even remotely able to continue physically. And I've always done music. I grew up in it. I was 9 years old as a drummer in a Southern gospel band, and I've done it all my life. And so I figured I'd go out and just do some like open mic nights and karaoke's and, you know, maybe write a song or two for kicks and giggles. And then after doing that on and off, I just kind of I was about to give up. I was like, you know, I can't find anybody to really play music with or jam, so I'm just going to quit. And my very last coffee shop little acoustic thing I did, I met some guys and we called clicked, and here we are.
You know what surprises me? Because, you know, I play guitar too. It always surprises me, like, when you play guitar and you meet other people to play the guitar. Like, to me, like, singing and playing guitar always came naturally. Because when I was learning, my dad actually taught me, and he was like, if you don't start learning and singing at the same time, you'll never be able to do it. And, like, I noticed, you know, you sing at the same time, but it's always amazed me because I know a lot of people, and they can play rhythm guitar, but they cannot sing and play rhythm guitar at the same time.
You know what? I guess it's something I never thought about. I was a drummer, and then when I was about like 13, I was like, you know what? I want to learn the guitar, and I just started like mimicking what I'd see my grandfather or my dad or anybody else in my family do. And next thing I knew, I was doing it. And singing, I don't know where it came from, because I think the first time I started even trying to sing, I was like 16, but I wasn't like singing in public. So I don't know, I guess it just kind of happened for me, you know, one day, and here I am.
So what was the very first song you ever learned how to play?
There was an old praise and worship song called Our God is an awesome God. There was a version of it you just pretty much play E minor and D. That's it. And
Yeah.
so that was like, that's all I learned how to play there for a while.
But E minor, when I first started learning to play guitar, that was the easiest chord to learn.
Yes.
The hardest chord for me to learn actually was F. Like when I first started playing, because G's real easy, C's easy. But I got to that F and I was just like, it was just weird to me.
Yeah. I struggle with some bar chords here and there, but I think it was B minor and D minor gave me the biggest fits.
No, those never bothered me, but the suspended ones. The suspended ones, still to this day, when I see a suspended chord in a song, I'm just like, I'll just kind of cheat.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite song? Like when you're just like, because everybody that plays guitar, like when they're just kind of sitting around, they're just kind of by themselves, and they're drinking a Coke or a beer. And what's the kind of song that you play, like the first song you play to kind of get you warmed up?
Oh, I was gonna say, was it two? No, not them. No. Oh yeah, Higher, Creed. By Creed. Believe it or not, I just like them, Three Doors Down, stuff like that. So I was trying to remember which one I usually kind of play around with before I do anything else.
Well, your voice matches that style of music, to be honest with you. That's the first thing I noticed about that song, actually, Falling Apart, was your voice lends itself to that kind of, I wouldn't say it's country, I wouldn't say it's rock and roll, it's kind of a mixture of both. And you kind of meet it in the middle. You kind of sound like, what's that Blue on Black song? Who sings that? It's kind of, that's what it reminded me of.
No, that's what I was thinking when you first showed me the song. I was like, it's got a mixture. It's got elements of both in it. You can just feel it, especially the way it starts and then when it progresses in the middle. It's got that rock vibe.
So when you met the Stray Sons, like, so you said y'all just clicked. Did y'all just kind of meet up and just kind of, start rehearsing, and then it just kind of worked itself out? So you started writing songs. Like, tell us that process.
Well, when we met, they were already playing with another band and or another singer, and they were about to quit him. And I didn't know anything about all that, but we just kind of jammed out that night. And after the deal at the coffee shop was over, and it was like, okay, there's something there. And then we kind of just, about a month, I think we just practiced to see what we were just clicking and doing, and then everybody clicked. It was like it all happened very naturally, and it's been, these guys, we've gotten along well in every aspect, and it's like we all know what the other person is going to play or do. It's just like it was just meant to be.
That's the most important thing, because playing with people is so much different than playing by yourself. And and you've got to play with people that are either as good as you or better than you, because if you don't, you'll never actually progress as a musician. Kind of like wrestling. If you don't wrestle a guy that's as good as you or better than you, then you're not going to get better. And music's that same way. Like, I played with a full band, in my early 20s. And it's kind of a struggle sometimes. It's really hard. People think that, it's easy. Well, there's a bass guitar and that's a guitar, and you can kind of mix and match. But you got to find someone that's got that same personality as you, that kind of has the same musical taste, that kind of understands like what you like and what they like. And y'all got to kind of have that vibe together. And if you don't, it's not going to sound good.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. And it's like we all known each other at some point, it's like we've all met each other before, and it's just, oh no, it's hard to really explain. It's just, when they came together, man, it's really quick.
Yes, I saw some footage of like y'all shows, and that's kind of because you started posting, I think maybe 3 or 4 months ago, maybe 5 or 6, and then I was like, man, and the first thing I noticed, like, I noticed your voice, but I noticed how fucking good your lead guitar player is.
Oh, he's amazing. This is his first second real band he's been in, and he's just phenomenal. He picks stuff up so fast and creates stuff, and he's very soulful.
What's his name?
name is Jared Golden.
He's really good, and he makes it look so easy. You know how like those like Jimi Hendrix would play all these complicated things, and it just looked like he wasn't even like working hard. And you know that's how your lead guy is. And I watched him. Like I saw a video the other day, and he was playing something. I'm just like, man, it's like he's not even trying. His fingers are just like he's not even thinking about it. They're just moving.
Yeah, it's something special, man. I've met a lot of lead guitar players and played with a lot of guys, and what Jared can do is probably one of the best out of everybody I've ever played with.
Got you. So tell us the process, because you said, Falling Apart, you wrote it a couple of years ago. So tell us the process, you brought it to the band, and tell us the process of how all that came together.
Well, I played it acoustically with them a few times in private, and they were like, they really liked it, and they wanted to work on it. So we started working on it, and it is, again, it's so, I guess I'm being cliche by saying it so much, but it's just naturally happened. They, when I told them what the story was behind it and everything, and they felt it, and it's just like I built the foundation, and then they completed the house. So everybody kind of felt the story and really added their own flair into every piece.
And would you mind telling us the story behind the song?
Well, so I was with somebody for a while, and we were together for a very long time, and she and I fell out of place, and I discovered she was with somebody, and that ate at me for a long time. And during COVID and everything, I didn't have nothing better to do, so I guess I was in my feelings. I think I had a little too much to drink, and
hey, we've all been through it, brother.
And just went and wrote a song, and I still went. I didn't want to reveal who it was by giving away too much details and stuff, but so I tried to write it where it's something we all can say because we've all been there, kind of thing. So.
But you did a very good job. Like, you could really identify with the lyrics. Because every man's been in that situation. You know what I mean? Well, regardless of race, or even if, you like women or you like other dudes, we've all been in that spot. Like, there's that one line, it always gets to me, like, you'll never admit to me you're the one that did me wrong, something like that. It's really good. Like, it really hits home.
Yeah, that speaks to that narcissistic attitude that whether whoever's wrong in the relationship, that person usually tends to carry. And but it's one of the, hey, we see who you really are. People know, and I know, and I know you'll never admit it, but and I know you did me wrong.
So tell us the process. You guys, you worked, you clicked, you got the song going. Now tell us your process for recording it.
So we, when we first started, we would upload on Facebook samples of our originals we were working on, and the lead guitar player for Giovanni and the Hired Guns, his name's Jared Palucci. He works the studio up in Denton, Texas, and he hit us up and said, hey, that song's really good, so let's record it. And so we scheduled with him and got hooked up, went to Real Time Audio down there in Denton, Texas, and Jared Palucci hooked it up for us, man. And again, I mean, everything for us has kind of happened really easy, and it's not. We don't know why. We talk about it all the time. It's like, why is this happening so easy? And when we went to the studio, we cut a song within a couple hours. We were done. 100%. Hardly anybody had to do retakes, nothing. It's just we walked in and we did it, and then Jared did the mix and made it sound like $1 million, and it just everything so far has been just real easy, and we really appreciate it because we know how bad this could be.
No, but that song is really good. Like, the first time I heard it, I was just like, damn, Mama's got some good shit.
Yeah, man. It's a very emotional song. I mean, it's like I said before, it comes from a place I think we all can relate to, and I think that's what makes it so good. You know, everybody does their job so well, and Jared Flair made it sound so good, but I think it's the story that you can feel that story in every vocal, guitar, and the beat, everything. So
Well, it's that plus there's not a lot of music like that anymore. Like rock and roll is kind of a whole. You don't hear that much about it anymore unless it's one of like your major bands. Nowadays, the world's kind of into hip hop or pop. Even modern country. It's nothing really sounds like the music that you play anymore. You guys are. Hey, back in the early 2000s, that kind of music was prevalent. But as we go into 2022, 2023, like you guys are the only one with that sound right now. And it's even different than kind of that sounds that we had in the early 2000s because you've got your own twist to it. It's really great.
Yeah, we hear that a lot too. That we remind people of the like Nickelback or Creed, stuff like that, Daughtry, and I think when you hear the other songs that we've got coming, you'll kind of feel the same way. But yeah, you're right. We are kind of unique, but we try to keep it as country as possible.
Hey, Brad. So being in pro wrestling for about a little over half a decade and performing in front of crowds, did that help your transition kind of be seamless in performing music live? Did that help at any aspect of your musical career?
Because before, when I was a lead singer, I had a Christian rock band in Tennessee before I moved to Texas, and as a front man, I kind of was your basic play the guitar and just kind of stand there. And I guess I was really afraid to do anything other than that, due to judgment, or maybe I'll just look stupid. And wrestling taught me how not to be afraid to go out there and let loose, be whoever you want to be, and just have a good time. And so yeah, it's definitely helped. I actually reference wrestling so much in like our band meetings and business meetings, and how to work gimmicks on the stage, how to cut a promo, everything. Wrestling really did prepare me for this.
Well, it helps with also too like the social media representation, because you present yourself well on social media, which is something as a wrestler. You're not necessarily working for one company all the time. You're going around, so you have to kind of learn how to build your own brand, which you're really good at.
Well, I appreciate that. That's something that wrestling taught me. That you've got to make sure you represent. If you want to build a fan base becomes opportunities, and so that's again. I reference wrestling all the time. Like I tell the guys, hey. We got to make sure we post. We got to make sure we, cut promos, advertise, share flyers, and make sure all our flyers look good. And it really does help. That stuff you learn really does help.
Yeah, so before we let you go, why don't you go ahead and put yourself over? Tell us your websites, your IG, your Facebooks, your Twitters. Put yourself over, brother.
All right. Well, you can find us on www.thestraysons.com. You can search for us on Facebook, The Stray Sons, Instagram @The Stray Sons, TikTok, The Stray Sons. You can look us up on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, Pandora, just about anywhere streaming. Look up The Stray Sons and listen to our new song called Falling Apart.
That's great. So when can we expect this new music? Because I'm kind of excited. Like, I want to hear it.
Well, it costs money to get back to the studio. We're in the process of raising enough money to go cut 2 songs instead of 1. So when I was actually chatting with Jared Flair today, talking about some stuff. And it's probably going to be later on because he's so busy. He's got a busy schedule in the studio, and that we got a little bit more money to raise. So you'll probably see 2 more songs before the end of the year.
That's great, man. And I'm really proud of you, man, watching you, on Facebook from your wrestling days, kind of come up within your transition to music. Man, I'm really proud of you, man. Thanks for coming on Cheap Pops Radio, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
And right now, we'll be back here on Cheap Pops Radio, but give a listen to the Stray Sons, Falling Apart.
You You said we'd be forever, but forever came too soon. I hope you're happy in the life that you choose. As for me, I'm alright, I sleep just fine. Sometimes your ghost will haunt me, and my pain will reignite. I'm falling apart, I'm breaking down. Listen close, you can hear the sound of my heart. Falling apart, losing my way. I just wanted to say it's all your fault. I still get asked about you, and I don't know what to say. So I give them some excuses, and I send them on their way. The truth is you're a liar, you're a cold-hearted cheat, and I know you'll never admit it, that you did wrong by me. I'm falling apart, breaking down. Listen close, you can hear the sound of my heart. Falling apart, losing my way. I just wanted to say it's all your fault. I'm falling apart, breaking down. Listen close, you can hear the sound of my heart. Falling apart, losing my way. I just wanted to say it's all your
And I was going to let you know that it's always been you, and it's always going to be you.
Hey, Patrick, there he is, dog, because $20 man want to know. You get a hold of Molly, dog, because, you know, you...
Who? No, Molly, no, man, I don't talk to her.
You for real, dog? Because you the world famous ghost hunter, dog. She been ghosting $20 man like crazy.
No, man, I don't ask for feet pick.
Wait, what'd you just say, dog?
No, man, I don't. Molly.
Wait. Come on, dog. Come on. You got to help $20 man out. This
No,
love
man,
of his life. You ain't going to screw him over, right?
No. Of course
You know,
not.
Thomas Bond be putting you over like he be putting over them 304s, dog. You up there. You up there with that Stay Puff shit, dog. Come on now.
No, man, I haven't seen Molly in forever, man. Not since, you know.
Hey, dog. You better put that Proton pack back on, and you better take care of business. Getting that Challenger like them Duke boys, put that siren on the top of that hole, and chase that hole down. You know, he don't care if you got to swim across the Atlantic, dog. You better find a $20 man. They ain't paying you $13 for nothing, dog. Come on now.
No, man, I can't do that. I can't, man. This whole Molly thing, we're just gonna have to forget about that. I can't help you. And you know, matter of fact, the $13, don't even worry about it. Yeah. No, we're good.
Damn, dog, this shit whack, son.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back here on Cheap Pops Radio. Special thanks to Brad Sanders for coming on the show. Of the Stray Sons, man. I really love this song, Falling Apart. We hope you enjoyed that song as well.
Yeah, that Brad Sanderson, that man, he got that ball. Yeah, that's what $20 man just said. That Brad Sanderson, he got that bald head like Stone Cold Steve Austin. He be coming to the ring. He be commanding his authority. You know, he got it down for the working man. Like, we got a lot of listeners out there in Iowa's to be listening, Nebraska's, all these good places where these people be working hard. They good white Christians, and they're the people that be needing to run this place.
Iowa?
Yeah, a lot.
Why would you even mention Iowa?
Because a lot of important shit go down in Iowa's, dog.
Name one important things.
There are a lot of important things.
Do you know anybody in Iowa?
Yeah, $20 Man know a lot of people out there. He go stay out there every now and then, dog.
Wait, isn't Iowa where they did the Field of Dreams?
Yeah, see, there you go. They got one important thing, dog. That shit really important, dog.
So basically, Kevin Costner made Iowa.
Yeah.
Isn't Iowa in Canada? Hold on, that's southern Canada, right? Iowa?
No,
it's
Midwestish.
No, it's down there by South Carolina. It's you know, they get hot and humid out
Oh,
there.
the Gamecocks.
Yeah,
Yeah, South Carolina's known for Gamecocks.
Yeah, Iowa right next door over there.
So is $20 Man because he be gaming on that cock.
Yeah, well, no, you
love the Gamecocks. You love the South Carolina
You know,
Gamecocks.
when we had family reunion last time, we went and did Barn family reunion in the back room over there on the corner in the trailer. We had Game of Twister for your auntie, your mama, great grandmama Barn. This is about 1989. Little Thomas Barn running around. $20 Man made that trailer.
10 years old in
$20 Man made that trailer. Boom, boom, boom. Trailer. Little Thomas Barn was like, "Why is the trailer moving? It doesn't make sense." And Thomas Barn mama, "Oh, Thomas is acting up. Give it to $20 Man. Shut the hell up.
Left foot red.
Left foot red. That's what you was there too." Patrick Darius had his Cub Scout uniform on. He was dancing like a crazy man.
We gotta figure out what the obsession with feet is on Cheap Pops Radio.
No.
Yeah, let's just.
No, I got you're silly.
Feet hold a special place. They will hold us up. They the base of everything. They're the base of your operations. You gotta have a grounded foundation, son, to plant your feet, and you have a firm foot and a good foothold on society. You move the way up to the top. And the way your mama feet look, the way Molly feet look, it just give $20 Man inspiration. You know, he like a foot soldier, dog. He be just all over them feet, dog. It don't matter if they're hairy. It don't matter if your toes look like fingers, dog. You could be picking up a basketball with them toes, but if it don't matter. That shit's sexy, dog. Feet is underrated, a body part, dog.
Oh, God. We kind of opened Pandora's box.
Oh my God, we did.
Yeah. Let's just kind of move on.
All right, that's fair point, dog.
That was actually really, really awkward.
I don't feel comfortable.
What's wrong with y'all, dog?
I don't really feel comfortable with that either. I heard Ryan had a thing for feet too.
Dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? No, sir.
That's what I heard.
You heard wrong. I don't know who told. From who and what and where and when and how.
I heard it from some girl.
I like booty, dude. I'm all about that booty, dude.
You know about that booty? Man, there was a lot of booty at Eisenhower back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
But now, you know, most of those Eisenhower girls, they're kind of...
It's really sad to see. They look like they should belong on a pirate ship.
You got that one.
You know.
You got that one eagle head that looks like the Crypt Keeper now.
She be looking like the Crypt Keeper, dog.
She slid my DMs like, Thomas, we went to school together. And I'm like, oh man, I remember when you were the hottest girl in school, and now you look like the HBO Crypt Keeper.
That bitch got a 5 head.
And then she slid your DMs too.
That bitch dreaming in widescreen, dog. When she sleep at night.
She be liposuction.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. She hit up $20 Man DM. And over again, and $20 Man have standard, dog.
I don't have high standards.
He got
standards.
standards.
Let's be straight. I don't have high standards, but I got minimal standards.
He did get the hook up on some little.
Did you get the feet photos?
No. She just kind of opened a bottle, an orange bottle up, and just slid 3 of them holes in his drink. We was good the rest of the night.
Oh. Yeah. I was with this one Eisenhower chick. Uh-oh. And I had a crush on her in high school. So like, yeah, it's cool. Let's go on this date. And so I don't want to say her name. We don't want to go too far. But we went to CVS together. And so we're walking around CVS because she said she needed some cold medicine. Because she's like, when it gets November, I always catch a cold. I want to be prepared. And I'm like, this is a really fucking weird thing to do on a date, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a totally weird thing to do on a date. Okay, and so then we walk out and she pulls some chapstick out of her. She had the hoodie. Yeah. And she pulls some chapstick out. I'm like, did you pay for that? And she's like, no, that's a big company. They don't need it. And I'm like, whoa. like this girl just like shoplifted from CVS on her
Did you check her other pockets? Come on,
No,
bro.
as a matter of fact, I never saw her again after that.
Well, you know, back when $20 Man was substitute teacher in Aldine's district, you know, Mr. Robinson, when he had his first day over there at Eisenhower's, you know, he won $20 Man. He said, more than half these kids ain't going to amount to shit. You going to see them.
I remember that sex ed class.
Yeah, that was a $20 Man first day on the job there. Yeah, you remembering. Your memory is becoming refreshed. Sex ed class.
Patrick was there. Jerry Futch was there.
Everybody was there.
Jerry Futch had just transferred in.
Y'all was laughing, but $20 Man show you how it's done, and now look at you. Y'all okay? Your wieners haven't fallen off yet. Y'all doing good. Y'all listen to $20 Man advice.
I think got at least 2 kids or probably 6 more. I don't know.
Damn, yeah. See, that kind of shit do happen when you have Eisenhower education, dog. It's okay though. We hopefully by now they doing a little better. No, they ain't.
Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back here on Cheap Pops Radio, sponsored by JMT Shirts, Cartoon U, Loko Wrestling, and Ghost Texas. Yo, man, like, so 20's in the bathroom. I got to ask you real quick, man. So seriously, like, what happened? Like, did you ever find Molly?
Oh, well, we went, you know, Ireland. Nah, I mean, we found her or whatever, but I mean, I guess it just didn't work for them. I don't know. I'm not sure.
So look, I'll be honest. Like, me and $20 Man, like, and Jerry Futch, we all went to Ireland and we met up with Molly, and then me, 20, and Molly ended up in the same hotel room, and we both hit it.
What?
And I haven't been able to stop. I haven't been able to stop thinking about how good it was.
What did y'all? Oh, y'all.
Yeah, we did. We're Eskimo brothers.
Oh God, I didn't know y'all really did that.
No, it's true. Like, and I can't stop thinking. So I mean, if you really talk to her, let me know.
I didn't ask for feet pics, okay? I didn't.
Wait, whoa, bro! Nobody was talking about her feet.
Okay.
She does have cute feet, though.
I didn't ask for any.
Man, she does have cute feet. Have you ever seen her feet?
No. Nope.
Man, but nope. So you haven't talked to her not once?
No. No. I mean, the job was done. I mean, I went about my business. I don't know.
All right, guy. Well, man, let's just start talking about it because $20 Man says about it. But if you do get a line on her, please let me know.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah.
Hey, come on, y'all.
No, we weren't talking about
y'all. What y'all doing?
No,
$20 Man thought he heard something, though.
Back at Eisenhower?
Yeah, he's never seen Molly's feet.
Nah, man, I've never.
Yeah, all right. Let's just go back to it.
Wait, y'all say Eisenhower? Y'all remember that substitute teacher y'all was giving a hard time?
Who?
Y'all remember that?
Who?
Y'all don't remember? We're going to have to go down memory road one day, son, and $20 Man going to refresh y'all's memories. Well, since y'all hiding this Molly shit, y'all acting weird.
Nah, bro.
We know it. $20 Man know it. He know it. He see y'all. He walking in, y'all whispering. $20 Man knows something. He gonna refresh y'all memory.
No, we weren't talking about Molly. He's never seen her feet.
Hey, y'all ever seen Lord of the Ring, dog?
No.
The feet, dog. She got more hair on her toes than $20 Man have on his knuckle, dog.
Oh, okay.
Shit's sexy.
I've never seen them. Just that one night when it was all 3 of us.
Yeah, that's for another day. That was a good moment, though, dog. We had a good time.
I can't stop thinking about it.
Well, we gonna resolve this shit one day, son. After Patrick Theriot do find the ghost of Molly past.
God, I hate y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back here on Cheap Pops Radio. Thomas the Hitman Barnes, Ryan Shaw, the $20 man, and the world's most famous, renowned ghost hunter from Ghost, Texas, Patrick Terrio.
Oh, thank you, Thomas. Thank you.
Man, tell us what's Ghost Texas got going on right now?
You know, I'm excited, man. Actually, the first weekend in August, we are heading up to East Texas. We have a house that we're doing. It's called the Bowers Mansion.
Where in East Texas?
It's in Palestine, Texas.
Ooh, I got a girl in Palestine, Texas named Paula, and she's got the biggest, roundest, upper body of any of my 403s.
Bro, maybe I should see if she wants to come out and investigate.
Yeah, like when I worked at Main Event Pro Wrestling, we went all through East Texas, like Carthage, Marshall, Texas.
Oh yeah.
Like we went through all that whole area. So I got all Mount Enterprise.
Wait, what y'all said about Mount Enterprise?
I've actually got a Mount Enterprise story for that ass. So there was a chick at Mount Enterprise who we'll keep nameless. So anyway, there was a wrestling promoter that had like a big fixation with her. And he'd been trying to get with her, but he's married. So she's like, no, you're married. That's not my cup of tea. I don't like messing with married men. But anyway, I roll into town. I don't know any of this is going on. So I met the said nameless female. And you know how it is with me and like the ring rats and stuff like that. We just click. And she's texting me, and I'm texting her, and I'm driving to Mount Enterprise every couple weekends. I'm hitting this and hitting that. And then she's like, why don't you ever post me on Facebook? Why don't you ever talk to me on Facebook?
Oh, because you're not official yet?
Yeah, and I'm like, well, I don't really do that because I'm a hoe, and, I got this and that, and you start posting girls, you lose your hoes, and I'm not about that life. And she's like, I really like you. And she was hot. She was really hot. And I liked her, too, because she was really hot.
Yeah.
And so we started messing around. Then she was threatening to quit talking to me if I didn't let her start posting, like making comments. And I was like, oh, okay. So then she started posting pictures of us. She started making comments. So I get a message, not from that actual wrestling promoter, but from his quote-unquote, in wrestling, they got the quote-unquote GMs. It's like a fake role. It's kayfabe for wrestling. Yeah. But anyway, this guy, he comes in like he's my boss. So said promoter has a problem with your Facebook. Oh, okay. What's the problem? Well, there's too much unnamed female. Oh, well, what does that matter? Like, he's married. You're saying all the wrong things.
Whoa.
Okay, so I'm like, well, this guy's married, and I work hard. I was a senior referee for that company for about 3 years. You know what I mean? You got a problem because of a ring rat, and you're married?
That's bizarre.
Yeah, so then he's like, well, we can fix this problem, but you'll have to pay us.
Oh, here.
And I'm like, whoa, fuck you, right?
Yeah.
And so I didn't fuck with it. I didn't even answer. I'm like, fuck these hoes. And then I worked the next show, and nobody said nothing to me. And then I made that girl my WCW on one of my posts.
Oh, man.
Because she's like, you never post me. I post you, but you never post me. And so I went ahead, and I was like, oh, okay, it's my WCW, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so he messaged me again, you're fired. And I'm like, okay, well, we'll tell said promoter to, message me and tell me I'm fired. He's not going to do that. Well, who are you?
Then I'm not fired.
You're a fake GM, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not a real general manager.
He's like Commissioner Foley.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you're scripted with this role. Yeah. It doesn't mean you're that person, right?
So, wait a minute. Let me guess. He was the fake boyfriend of this girl.
No, that was the actual promoter. Well, because their promoter had been stalking this chick's Facebook. It was like...
He didn't like that Thomas was...
Yeah, he basically
so he sent in his fake GM
storyline. Because the way the world is now with screenshots and he's married, he can't really message me and say anything. Because if I were to go and post, well, this said promoter was like, don't mess with my ring rat. That's my ring rat.
That's ridiculous.
And you're a married man, bro.
There's just scumbags out there, though.
He got called out on Speaking Out.
I know who you're talking about.
That same chick actually went on Speaking Out. It was like Thomas Barnes got fired because we were messing around.
And then right after that, done.
Mm-hmm.
Done.
He deletes Facebook and ain't nobody seen him since. Speaking out was crazy.
Yep. Some of it was pretty unfair too.
The world of wrestling is crazy. People get into their feelings.
Big time.
People are sensitive. Like it's and we don't say ring rat derogatory, but it's a female.
Yeah.
And females like and they mess with who they want to mess with.
Well, no, if you look at any industry that's entertainment based, there's always going to be a subset of women or even men, I guess, but just that want to latch on to the personalities. I mean, it happens in rock music, it happens in everything. Baseball, all that stuff. I mean, you just see it, they're lined up outside where the athletes come out.
Yep.
That's how it is.
It's just, and it doesn't matter what form of entertainment.
At that time in my life, I was going through a divorce from a whole separate Eisenhower chick. Mm-hmm. And so I was just enjoying my life, like, oh, so there's all these girls outside waiting for us. So how does this work? Because I figured out how it worked real quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You live that life. You know, when you work in pro wrestling, especially in like East Texas, because they don't have anything there. The only real form of rock star kind of people or movie star people they see is pro wrestlers. And so they treat you like you're a god.
Yep.
And yeah, I took advantage. You know, I went through my post-divorce. We all go through post-divorce hoe phases. And when you work in wrestling, it's a lot easier to go through post-divorce hoe phases.
It is.
Yeah, it's a lot easier. But you know, that girl, she was just a sweet girl. I do regret the way that happened because I had a lot of fun with her.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we had this big fight with this girl that neither one of us ever ended up with. You know what I'm saying?
And one of you were married.
Exactly. Like one of us was going through a divorce and the other was married.
Crazy.
And neither one of us, she's with a whole separate dude. But the thing that does trip me out is like the whole time I was with her, she's like, oh, I can't get pregnant. You can just do whatever. And I did whatever. And then after
that's a lot of trust.
And then after we broke up, like she blocked me on Facebook. And I was like, oh, fuck. And I got a screenshot from one of our friends here at Cheap Pops Radio, you know, of her saying that she's pregnant.
Oh, God.
And I was like, oh, my God, I dodged a bullet, bro.
Oh. Gotta let them hoes know shit.
Yeah, that's my East Texas story. Good luck in Palestine.
I will.
Stay away from the ghost hunter rats.
That I can do.
Your wife.
I will promise.
Promise you. A lot of times you go deep in them woods and they be burning lowercase t's out there. A lot of men out there, it's crazy, dog. You gotta be careful out there, dog.
Everybody needs to blowing out lowercase t's.
Yeah, you gotta be careful out there, dog. You gotta be careful. Come on now.
Well, lucky for you, I only look for the dead. Yeah. So, yeah, we're good there.
That's kind of scary. He only works for like the dead and for P-Packs.
That's it.
Well, we've been...
I trust them more, the dead people.
Well, you've been on this earth for, centuries like $20 Man have been. Nothing shock you no more, dog.
The world's crazy and the people in it are crazy. You've got this toxic masculinity. Yeah. Like, you got these older white men that are like, oh, I'm in charge, especially in wrestling.
Yeah.
Because wrestling, you feel like you've got this power. Oh, I'm a quote-unquote scripted GM. I've got power.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he messaged me like crazy. I'm like, bro, it's fake.
But then when you're walking in Walmart, no one in there knows who you are.
Exactly.
That's what trips me out about
Exactly. Well, in East Texas is a little bit.
Well, that's different, but I'm talking about just in general.
In general, yes.
Yeah, like no one knows who you are.
But even in East Texas.
Let's say that East Texas guy, though, goes to Colorado on a vacation. He could walk into any store, no one knows who he is.
You know what's funny? That guy still works in wrestling. And I wonder, I've always wondered, because during that speaking out when she said that, I'm always wondering if he thinks every day, is Thomas Barnes ever going to post those screenshots?
Oh, yeah.
Because I have them! Which is why I freely talk about this now.
I mean, we've seen all kinds of... I mean, that era was crazy. It was like 2 years ago, COVID, people had nothing to do, so they were just like, I remember when so-and-so did this to me. I mean, we saw pictures of cotton underpants just
And what's
bulging.
funny, as much
I
as
mean,
people say about me, no one can say that about me. You know what I mean? People are like, Thomas the Ref, he's got hoes, he's got rats.
Yeah.
But no one can say I did him wrong.
No, because, I mean, come on, you're living the gimmick, dude. That's what you tell people. You know?
Exactly. Thomas the Ref is Thomas the Ref is Thomas the Ref. Thomas the Barnes is Thomas Barnes.
Yeah.
Ryan Shaw is Ryan Shaw, $20 man. Nobody knows who the hell he is.
For real.
And Patrick Terrio is the most honest ghost hunter I've ever met. And on that note, we're going to get out of here.
Go to Dalhart or Iowa and everybody be
I had
knowing
a girl
who
in Dalhart once. Debbie from Dalhart.
Yeah.
Debbie, she lived at, you know, there was this one street. It's a trailer park.
Yeah, her first movie, Debbie Does Dalhart.
No,
Twin Dog
that's-
Man direct
no,
that
you're
shit.
talking about
Debbie
Debbie
Does
Does
Dalhart.
Dalhart.
No, Debbie Does Dalhart. That's where it
The only
started,
movie you
dog.
were ever in was The Load Warrior.
No, dog. Look.
Shout out to Victor Olivera for The Load
Victor
Warrior.
Olive, the Mimi King. He be making the memes, and they is wild, dog. He be making $20 man look like the $20 million man, dog. That man for real.
That's some good work, though.
Good memes,
They called
dog.
me a cuckold.
Well, you know.
How do you say that? Is it cuckold or cuckold? Like, what is the proper pronunciation of that?
Either way, you still talking about yourself, so it don't matter. he hit the nail on the head, dog. Thank you, Victor Olive. You the Mimi King.
We'll see you next time on Cheap Pops Radio. Sponsored by JMT Shirts, Cartoon U, Loko Wrestling,
And Thomas Born Mama.
Ghost Texas, and that one married promoter that was like trying to flex on me.
And the fake
The
GM.
Phil, and the fake. Oh yeah, fuck the fake GM.
Yeah, fuck him.
We'll see you next time. Cheap Pops Radio. Thank you.
I'm 11 minutes away, and I miss you all day. I'm 11 minutes away, so why aren't you here? I think I miss you calling on the other line. I'm just taking all these thoughts up in your mind. Talking now that I can't even read the signs. I would sell my soul for a bit more time. Staying along my body like you're red wine. You're the fucking acid to my alkaline. You bend your middle finger up and down my spine. I'm sorry there was no one to apologize.
I'm so fucking sorry, I've been playing somebody else, helping nobody, and a lipstick arithmetic didn't stick, and now I'm sick, throwing fits, and yeah, I've seen you in my head every fucking day since I left. You're on the floor with your hands round your head, and I'm down and depressed. All I want is your head on my chest, touching feet.
I'm 11 minutes away, and I miss you all day. I'm 11 minutes away, so why aren't you here?
You're 11 minutes away, and I miss you all day. You're 11 minutes away, so why are you here?
Tell me what you need. I can make you more than what you are. Come and lay the roses on the floor. Every single Sunday, don't get bored. I just wanna freeze. I can give you more than what you are. Now I see you standing all alone. I never thought the world would turn to stone.
You call me stupid, call me shy. You're the best I've ever had. You're the worst I've ever had. And that keeps fucking with my head. Call me stupid, call me shy. You're the best I've ever had. You're the worst I've ever had. And that keeps fucking with my
I'm
head.
11 minutes away, and I miss you all day. I'm 11 minutes away, so why aren't you here?
You're 11 minutes away, and I miss you all day. You're 11 minutes away, so why are you here?
So why don't you hear me? Why don't you hear me? Why don't you hear me? Why don't you hear me?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to Cheap Pops Radio, sponsored by JMT Shirts and Cartoon U. Be sure to follow us on all social media platforms at Cheap Pops Radio, and you can reach us at cheappopsradio@gmail.com for anything you'd like to know about Cheap Pops Radio and Cheap Pops Coast to Coast.